Alright boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. We have Rod Wave here with the song called Sorry for the Wait. So, a cool song there. We have the possibilities to play the melody or the strumming and go back and forth and mix it up. Great. Let's start to set our capo here on the first fret, and we're gonna go over a couple of chords here. It's 3 different chords, but we will look at different variations of playing 2 of them, depending on if you're playing the melody or the strumming. So let's start with the F major 7. For the melody, we're gonna use this grip. It's based upon the full F major that looks like this, but we don't need the little pinky up there, so that is the grip. So you put a bar here on the first fret, all strings, and the rest will be 2nd on D and 2nd on G. Okay, this is the F major for the melody. For the strumming, we play this. I prefer to play this, it's much easier and it's great. So 3rd on D, 2nd on G, 1st on B, and open E. Okay, so 2 different variations depending on melody or strumming. Alright, the next chord will be C major 7, and the same there. When it comes to melody, we're going to use this grip, and that is a bar here on the 3rd fret from the A string and down, so that means 5 strings. And the rest will be 5th on D, 4th on G, and 5th on B. That is the melody C major 7. For the strumming, we all use this grip. Much easier, alright? So that will be 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, open B, and open E. Alright, so 2 grips, melody, strumming. And the final chord we need to know about is A minor. So that is open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 1st B, open E. And this is what you're gonna use both for melody and strumming. Okay, so there we have the bass. Now let's start with the melody. This melody is a little bit irregular. It goes back and forth. Mostly it's alternating the F major 7 with the C major 7. Sometimes you can throw in even the A minor. I'm going to show you how that is done when it comes to the melody. So let's look at the F major 7 part. It sounds like this. So what you do there, you're basically just going to hold the chord as it is, or the grip. When you have that, you're gonna play the 1st fret E string, which you have there in the bar, together with 1st fret B string, also here down with the bar. So you play those 2 notes together. And then you're gonna play the 2nd fret G and 2nd fret D. And then you continue with just the 1st fret B string, 2nd fret G, 2nd fret D. You do that for another 2 rounds, so 1st fret B string, 2nd G, 2nd D, and final 1st fret B, 2nd G, 2nd D. So you can say it's a total of 4 rounds with this 1st B, 2nd G, 2nd D. But on the first round, you will bring in the bass note here, the 1st fret E string. Otherwise, on the 1st there, and then you go for 4 rounds. And that is the F major 7. Then you switch to the C major 7, and for the melody it was this grip. Alright, so here you're gonna follow pretty much the same pattern. You're gonna play the bass notes here, in this case the 3rd fret A string together with the 5th fret B string. So that will be like this. And then you continue with 4th G, 5th D. Then you play another round, 5th B, 4th G, 5th D. Then you're gonna release the little pinky to get the 3rd fret B string from your bar here. Then 4th G and 5th D. And then you put your little pinky back on the 5th fret B string for the final round and play 5th B, 4th G, 5th D. Alright, So that is the C major 7. So I'm going to go through that again. 3rd A together with 5th B, 4th G, 5th D, 5th B, 4th G, 5th D, 3rd B, 4th G, 5th D, and back to 5th B, 4th G, 5th D. So this is the kind of most common pattern to shift between these two chords, F major to C major 7. That would sound something like this. And so on. All right, but sometimes you will play the F major 7 and then play the A minor. All right, so if we do that, you play the F major 7, of course, in the same way, and when you come to the A minor, you're gonna play this. And that is open A together with open E, then 1st B, 2nd G, then open E, top string, 1st B, 2nd G, and then you add with a little pinky, 3rd E, 1st B, 2nd G, and then you go back and release a little pinky to open E, 1st B, and 2nd G. So there you have the A minor. I'm gonna go through it fast. So open A together with open E, 1st B, 2nd G, open E, 1st B, 2nd G, 3rd E, 1st B, 2nd G, open E, 1st B, 2nd G. So there you have it. If you choose to play that, you will play like this. All right, so there you have the melody. Now let's look at the strumming. Since F major is the first chord here, we use also this F major 7, and we go to this C major 7, okay? So F major 7 is the first chord. We have a strumming pattern that goes down, down, up, clap, down, up. All right? So one round will sound like this. That was actually 4 rounds, so 1 round. All right, so that is down, down, up, clap, down, up. And when you play the strumming, you're gonna play 2 rounds for each chord. So that means 2 rounds of F major 7, you switch to 2 rounds of C major 7, and you go back and forth like this. And if you choose to go into this F major to A minor, you play the A minor for 2 rounds as well. So a couple of rounds of a little mix here will sound like this. So that pretty much covers rod waves. Sorry for the wait. And yeah, I think the melody is not too hard, and probably the F major 7 is the hardest part. It could be hard to push the bar down here on the first frets. Sometimes when you play strings of steel like I use here, it could be like that. Otherwise, yeah, no problem, I believe. And if you choose to play the strumming, that's great as well. So good luck with this one, guys. I hope you enjoy it. And if you did, please thumb up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and see you soon. Play tuned.